The Fracture live event was just leaked, and we've got a lot to talk about. As you can probably hear, I'm sick right now, so the video is going to be a bit short, but I'm still pushing through to cover this for you all because it's got some huge implications for the story and for Chapter 4. First things first, someone got a hold of the AES key to access the encrypted event files, and that's where the chaos begins. We've got leaked countdown music, event voice lines, leaks from the Chapter 4 map, and even some reveals of who perishes in the live event. Stick to the end to hear it all. Let's start with the countdown music. I'll play the full audio right now. Pretty cool, right? This build up to when the clock hits 0 is absolutely fantastic. Makes me super excited to see what the music for the entire live event will be like. And now we'll move on to the dialogue. Here we go.
Amy, status report. Good. You'll see. One of us has to survive. Figure it out. Zero fusion won't be possible until the 0 point has completely recovered. You and the team need to restore the 0 point before anyone realizes how vulnerable we are.
We've got Durburger, people. I wonder if Durburger's drive-thru computer is still mad at me. A new part of the island has arrived. You'd better keep that sand out of my ports. Another piece of the island. Someone's having a weird day at work right now. I never expected this much of the island to survive.
First thing to note is that it's only Paradigm and Amy talking here. Zero dialogue from Jones. So either this dialogue is incomplete, or we've got nothing from Jones during the event, which is strange considering he's been working right alongside Amy and Paradigm to help the island fight back. I'm a little skeptical if this is real, but it does add up that this is Jones being fully chromed, slowly being taken over, slowly starting from his legs and spreading up his body until he reaches out for help and is fully chromed. The final part where his body contorts down isn't something to really be skeptical about because you gotta keep in mind that he'll be a blob of chrome at that point and you wouldn't see it. That's the first interesting part of the dialogue. There's a few more things to note. Paradigm makes it clear that one of us needs to survive, clearly talking to Amy. Not only does that make it clear Jones isn't around, but this makes me seem like she's in trouble and Amy might be the only one to make it out alive. Paradigm also seems to imply that the Zero Fusion is something that she wants to initiate. This likely means that she wants to try and fuse our island with the next one. Later on, Paradigm goes silent and it's just Amy. Amy goes on to narrate the event, telling us that pieces of the island are arriving. By the end of it, she's surprised so much of the island survived, also mentioning sand, so we can assume the desert makes it. But apparently, this is only phase 1 of the event. We have no idea if this is actually a victory, or if we were misled entirely. Part of me feels like this is way too good to be true and that things will go horribly wrong at the end. Alright, so we've covered the countdown audio and dialogue for Phase 1 of the event, but we're just getting started. Here's some concept art for the Fracture Live event. We can see the 0 point with tons of energy releasing outward and fractured pieces of the island floating around. But with our next image, we can see what looks to be a portal the 0 point made, showing a piece of our past. And while this looks to be the reality tree and that's only a season ago, it's still the past. We could see the 0 point opening tons of portals that lead directly into past events and locations. Concept art aside, here's some floating islands we'll see during the event. Nothing too crazy, but cool nonetheless. Last one looks like the huge rock near the Foundation statue, so we could possibly see that making it to Chapter 4. Finally, we've got a ton of F-model screenshots showing us some interesting stuff. A lot of these seem to be items that'll be flying through the air or quests we'll have. But at the bottom, we've got intro camera, islands, and island swap. Island swap most likely is us switching from our Chapter 3 island to Chapter 4 mid-event. This is backed up by the dialogue Amy has of us watching pieces of Chapter 3 arriving to our new map, which wouldn't be possible if we weren't there. Besides that, intro camera could be something similar to the intro sequence we had for the end version 2. That's about it, Reapers. This event seems like it's going to be huge, especially since we've only gotten leaks for Phase 1 and we've got a lot more left. I'm super excited to see what's coming up next, and I'll try my best to share it with you all. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time, keep it reaping.